mic test. Testing the mic. Mic test, latency check. It's only a few seconds, not too bad. Let's dig in. Swap on over to the paint stream. Camera's a little off kilter today, but I hear music. I hear mic audio. I think we're ready to roll. Let me get this camera zoomed out and we can dig in. Shout out to my big sis Random Convos with Cassie. The biscuit coins are for the redeems. So you can do stuff like redeem Anticristo. Let's see if that'll go through. Also stuff like
number one. The number one.
Chat can make me do push-ups.
It's the Antichrist. But I'm God.
Call for a pop cat,
Not
etc.
God, because the Antichrist, it's me.
All right. Hokey day. Let's get stuck in today. As y'all might have seen from the thumbnail today, I don't really have a focus or a direction. I'm a little listless today, so today kind of feels like work. But we have a lot of projects on the table, and we got to dig back in and get back to work on them. I had a little disaster with these here first Hussars. I dropped something on the workstation, and it smacked this boy right in his wing, and it snapped. But it snapped in multiple places, so I've had to build a custom frame and glue it back together, which could turn out to be pretty fragile in the long run. Not really sure what the best recourse is here, but I've reassembled this bit, and it is glued on. Hopefully it'll survive the transit, but we've got to recolor this section here and get it working. Hello, Iron Elemental. Hello, Tobias Constellion. Hello, another Nate. I meant to mention, another Nate, that I really like your new avatar here on YouTube. It seems to suit you in my mind. But anyhow, as we get going, let's go ahead and start by hydrating our wet palette. Seeing what we can get dug into today. I'm going to work a little bit on these Hussars and try and get them done up. I might bring in the night vision boys and do some gray edge highlighting. I might do some priming. Not really sure where we're going today. Like I said, today feels like work. So let's just work. Let's get it done. Let's get a little progress toward getting these projects done. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Today's been a little bit of a rough start for myself, but that's why we're starting so late. But let's get it going on. I left my coffee across the room, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. But before we do, I think we're gonna swap out a new hydration piece. I'm gonna go grab my coffee real quick. Give me just a second, y'all. Okay. We get rolling. Okay. So I've been milking this here parchment sheet for as long as possible. And I think today is the day to get rid of it. It has served me well. It feels a little slimy. Not sure what's going on there, if I've got some solvent in the thing or what. I don't have my paper towels. Well, I'm gonna go grab those. Be right back. I think they're in the kitchen. Coming back. I found them. How do I get back to paint stream? There we go. You'd think I know how to use my own stream setup by now, but evidently that is not true. Let's get a fresh paper towel ready. I got a couple over here strictly for wiping brushes, but I like to keep one for wiping up fluids and my fingies. All right. Grab a piece of parchment paper, get it situated. It's going to curl up on us. We're going to fight that till it relaxes. And we got a nice fresh piece of parchment for our paint, which we're going to have to dig in with some Mephiston Red. One of my favorite reds, if not my favorite red. It's good stuff. So, to get rolling on that, we're going to get out our big old 6 brush to put some on the palette. We're going to use maybe a 1 to apply it. Need something that's got like a nice sharp tip, but still a fat belly. Yeah, we'll use this here Vallejo 1 brush. And let's get them cleaned up with a little bit of acetone and bring them back to life. Let's see, what color was I working with last? It looks like a gray in there. Maybe some mica flakes in it as well. Just about revitalized. It does have some chunks in it. Let's try to liberate those real quick. So I want to get those mixed into our red. And in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and just give like a first pass cleaning to both these brushes. And then we're going to top up with some fresh acetone without all these little particulate bits in there. I'm going to dump it right in my trash can. Okay. New round of acetone. I still have some little chunks in this big brush, and I want to try to liberate them. Yeah, I think a whole bunch of paint got stuck up in the ferrule, and it's slowly coming outwards. Working its way down out the tip like a dang old kidney stone. One looks okay. But you know what? It still feels a little crispy. Not sure what's going on there. Let's give it one last pass. I must have really let these crust up before putting them away. You know, I think it was that metallic. Yeah, I see a whole bunch of little glimmery bits coming out. I must have used this for our jet reactor or jet exhaust. There we go. It's remarkable how dirty it still is. Can't believe it. Yeah, I keep looking up at my little camera there, and I think I really got to get a webcam with a wider angle. Okay, so now we got these brushes all softened at least. I'm gonna swizzle them through our clean water and just pre-prime them with a little moisture. We're gonna start digging out some Mephiston Red. Yes. GW could always save me a lot of trouble by putting this in a a dropper bottle. But no. They gotta stand out in the crowd. They gotta be something different. And swizzle that through our dirty water over here, which is actually a pot of clean water at the moment. I just filled things up. All right. Now, this is air paint, but I don't really want to clog it up. And I also think we maybe need to file some of the glue down. There's a little bit of excess glue in there. And I'm not really sure what's going to be the best tool for that. So I was kind of thinking this cutoff wheel might be the way. If I can very gently run it at low speed and just kind of get it in there and rub it on the glue and just the glue. Man, anytime you're doing work on painted models, it is really a headache to try and not screw things up. And I've twice now hit the feathers. So we're gonna have to clean up the feathers some too, but we got that big chunk of super glue off. So what I'm concerned about there is if I have to get in there with a knife, I'm gonna have to put pressure on it and it's gonna kind of snap it off. Unfortunately, it does mean that I hit this wingtip, which we'll need to go back in and clean up. But that looks way better than it did before. So let's dig into that. All right. So this air color should be thin enough that it'll just go right on. Without clumping up. We're gonna do what we can to color match it here. I think I may have to bring it down a little bit, make it a little darker. Because we did put like a red ochre wash on this. A burnt sienna wash, actually. I don't know. We'll approach it as we get there. Just want to get this nice and cleaned up and red again. I am definitely ready to have this project done. They're eating so much of my bench time. There are some other projects in the works as well. that need to get migrated in here. We're going to be doing a set of generic camo vehicles. We'll be doing a set of Legion of Vega, and then also 2 lances of Devils, which I'm really looking forward to digging into on those. They're like a black to red fade, but it's like a really deep burgundy red on the fade. Alright, so a little bit Mephiston red there. While we have it out, let's go around all of these here Hussar wings, and then just clean up where we rub the paint in mounting them. I do notice that there's a little bit of wear on the little tippies there where we pressed against these bits. There was also filing involved, if y'all remember. So, a little bit of red, just here and there. What's going on this one? Let me try to... see what's going on here. Models are a little dusty. Where's that spot? There's a spot up in here. I don't know how it would have got rubbed off up there. That's fine. This boy got a little extra wear and tear right there. Let's clean it up. I think that's everybody. Okay, so now we're going to take a little bit of a darker reddish color. Dark reddish color. Man, it sucks having to get up here and dig through the whole shelf's worth of fine stuff. I tried to print out some Vallejo storage solutions, but they turned out to have the same footprint as just the paints on the shelf. So they actually weren't any kind of space-saving efforts at all. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of whole red, create a secondary pile here. Just a little bit. Man, something is itching that lining of my nose so bad. Can't imagine what would be like blooming right now. All right, so let's take a little bit of water from our clean pile and put it right here. I'm going to grab just a little bit of our whole red, thin it down, and we'll grab some of our Mephiston red and start working it in until we find a nice medium tone. Still a little too dark. Oh, let me take a second and try to tame my hair and see if that's what's doing the itching. It's another hot as hell day downtown, so I have a fan pointed directly at me, and it might be whipping my loose strands of hair up in my nostrils. Redeem exercise. Hey, Mr. Sorry for lack of chatting. I'm actually painting too for a change. Heck yeah, hobby time is good.
I do. Give me 10.
All right, there's our first set of 10. You got it, Mr. Nathan.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
First set. I tell you what really sucks though is dropping and doing 10 just immediately muss up and freeze up a bunch of my hair. So those little strands I'm fighting right back in my face. Okay, so who were we working on? It is our Reinsblatt lad here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this nice new dark red and we're going to reduce it to like somewhere between a wash and a glaze. And we're just going to work a little on there and kind of stain this lower end. I'm going to bring that red down to a level that kind of matches what we were already getting at. Just try to match them up. Blend it all together. Come back in with our Mephiston red in pure form, and we're gonna hit that edge right here. There we go. And I mean, that's just gonna have to do. Unfortunately, I did drop and break this model. Well, I dropped something on the desk, and it landed directly on the fucking model. And it gave it a nice snap. And pinged it. This broke in two places. It snapped off, but it also broke about right there. So I had to cut a new piece out of. I used some toothpicks, and I filed the. I filed it till it was just about the same size. You'd have to go looking for it to find the thing. Sorry, I'm late. I had to endure equipment failure on equipment that failed as I was supposed to commission said equipment in front of an audience. I had to channel all my chat energy to endure the embarrassment. Yes. Yes. That is a special skill. I commend you. I commend you on your presentationism. It's worthwhile skill. One I didn't realize was so necessary until starting to deal with failures myself here live on stream. Just had one the other day when I had to repair my headset. Big Chad problem solver. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of Ushtabi boner. And I just need a little bit here. And let's take, do I have any water left on the palette? I don't. Let's get a new drop. Let's get a little bit of water over there, safe from these other colors. In fact, I shouldn't have made such a big drop. I just need a little bit. There we go. And let's set it down next to our Ushtabi bone. We'll scoop this up and thin this down because we just need a tiny, tiny bit. Give me all that moisture. There we go. We can pick this up now. We're just going to clean that spot that we nicked with the cutting wheel. Again, just hide our crimes. Damn it. I'm gonna have to clean the end of this Ishtabi bone container. All right, let's get in here and fix this up. Let's clean it up. Just a little bit of patchwork. Let that dry up. I think I hit it a little bit right here. So we'll clean that too. And across that tip. Alright. Looks decent. What can we move on to here? I have to say that while I cussed my mentor and he was training me years ago, it saved me more and more as the years go by. Mostly it was accept failure and deal with it and not let it consume you. You know, that reminds me of, yeah, you can sit there and obsess about it, but unless you actually enact some problem solving, you're not going to deal with the issue. It reminds me a lot of when people, like, something will go wrong, and there's two types of reactions in folks when something goes wrong on a project. Either they stand around and they point the finger and bitch and complain about why did this happen, it's your fault, or they problem solve and they deal with it and then issue blame later after the problem is dealt with. I think it's a sign of maturity. A measure of maturity on how well you're able to deal with it. All right, I'm going to fill my coffee and we're going to move on to... I think we're going to go around and we're going to re-hit all of our metallic weapons and get a nice bright coat on them. And then we're going to think about cockpit treatments. And then I think these lads are just about done. We can go from there into lens jeweling and get these guys looking good and looking good enough as well. So give me just a second, and I'm going to fill my coffee cup, and I'll be right back. It does feel like it might be cooling off a little bit, which I'm grateful for. Today's stream is brought to you by Cafe Bustelo, the best damn coffee in the world. If you ain't had it before, give it a go, even if you're using a coffee maker. Not a sponsor. Okay, so what were we doing? We're gonna dig out some duraluminum, which I have right here. We're gonna use the dry palette for that. And we're gonna get dug in with that. So duraluminum 77.702. Let's give it a good proper shake-in. Let's do it upside down even. All right, pretty good. All right, so let's pick us a good spot with some nice contrast so we can see what we're doing. I think this little hole right here is our spot. I'm gonna do 2 drops. So we gotta stir it anyways. And I think we maybe need to swap down from this one to a smaller brush. So let's see if we can't find a 3.0 that's in good shape. This one's got a really gnarly frayed tip. What else we got then? What are you? Stuck to another paintbrush is what you are. This is a 3.0. And that tip is also frayed to hell. I think my 3.0 brushes are kind of dead. What is this? What is this brand new one? This is a brand new 3.0. Let's use it. Let's dig in. Let's get stuck in. This is a old set of Nice Pro brushes that I got from the Amazon Dig store. It's an Amazon return store in my hometown. Got it for $1. All right. Nice firm bristles. Nice, decent tip. Decent enough for what we're doing here. All right. And what we'll do is we'll line these models up and we'll work right to left, front to back. And we're gonna just start putting in on our happy little duraluminum details. Trying to be real careful. Nice fine point on our brush. Give them a little bit of love, a little bit of that gentle touch, gently stroking those edges, and eventually it'll have a nice shine to it and read very clearly. On stuff like these missile ports, the big important part is to just make sure that we've gone all the way around the rim to emphasize the hole. We want it to read clearly at arm's length distance. But we also want to maintain certain details like the little divisions between the segments and the outer wall. Like we want to still see that, so we don't want to flood the area. But we're going to edge that till it looks just right. And of course, this is that Vallejo Metal Air colors, so we're having to stir it a lot. Bear that in mind if you're working with these colors. Just you're gonna have to stir them and stir them and stir them every few seconds even. So just get in the habit of hitting it with a little swizzle every time you hit it. Goon vibes, yes indeed. I see an issue with this model at the moment that needs to be addressed. I see an issue that needs to be addressed. And actually, I'm going to drop everything and take care of it because I'm going to forget otherwise. So this guy has a light gray section in one of those panels. It didn't get any wash in it. So we need to take care of that right now. And that's just because I will not be able to retain that in my memory. Let's get this zoomed in so y'all can see maybe a little bit better what I'm talking about here. So right down in that hole is the bare primer color. And I think if we just take a little bit of this nearly empty Nuln Oil, which should have the color really, really concentrated. And we'll take our one brush from earlier, and we're just going to scoop some up straight out of the pot and try to thread the needle right into that hole. There we go. And I really want to flood it. Take advantage of the pooling action of our Nuln Oil. N-U-L-N oil, I should say. Alright, so back at it. We're going to switch back to our nice sharp 3-0 brush. There's a bunch of water on this dang thing. Ah, sunny bitches. Just flooded that dang hole. Just gonna lick the brush and lift it off with capillary action. I do not recommend licking your brushes. As I've always said, it's just the fastest way to get the paint off the tip of the brush to wick it away. The best way to deal with mistakes, of course, is to not make them. Just slow down and take your time. Okay, that looks a lot better than it did before. Starting to get a little pop, a little shine to them. We might even go back in and highlight these. I'm not sure yet, though. I'm thinking I could use a little bit of duraluminum with a drop of white ink in it. Okay, that looks decent. So now let's give the same treatment to our other weapons. Give them a little bit of love. Intensify the color. Boost the opacity. I didn't really get the best one coat coverage on these. And of course, this is just the weapons, so we don't have to worry about going back over the joints that we did last time. Give him a little love. Give him a little rubbing. You know what I mean? Sometimes them edges just need a little extra something something. Alright, so bet you never thought. We'll do the same thing here. Only what we'll do is we're going to start with a nice thick line on the edge, and we're going to try to feather it inwards. Though this paint doesn't really blend out like other acrylics do. So we're going to kind of create a little bit of a dithering effect by stippling it towards the center. I think we can really enhance this later with a second layer. And in fact, yeah, we'll do a highlight layer on these, on this color. Do a second layer on the weapons, at least on the big areas that really demand it. Ooh, those Rasselhoggies on the paint. I'll painting Rasselhoggies. Rasselhoggians. Good night to you as well, Tobias. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your concern about my mental well-being. I did see that. Yes, this project has been a bugbear of mine. And we're gonna get them done. We're gonna get them done and get them off the paint bench. I've got another commission from Fiverr that I've got to get over on the work surface. So if you guys aren't aware, you can get your own commission from me over at fiverr.com/thurstonstudios. We'll paint them up here on stream. Going rate at the moment is $150 for a hand-painted lance of mechs, 3D printed, of course, done up in whatever color scheme you want, with whatever kind of basing you want, and painted live, shipped to your door for 150 USD. So check it out. Pick up a lance to support the channel. I also do single models, though they're a little more pricey per model due to shipping concerns and bench time to get them done. So your best bang for your buck is the lance, but I also do other mechs. So consider hiring me. It is the lifeblood of the channel and keeps this hobby enterprise rolling. It's fiverr.com/thurstonstudio, link in the description down below. Inquiry's always free. And of course, I don't just do mechs. If you want like a D&D party done or a single display level model done as well, I can always send a custom offer over on their platform, which has built-in tools to help us stay in contact, as well as protections for both buyer and seller. I've really grown to love Fiverr over the years. I used to use it to do 2D art years ago, when it was still kind of a platform for doing things for $5. And now it's been a really good way to get custom work out there. Really fun platform. Those have come away since I saw them looking amazing. Are those lava bases, slightly OSL? They are lava bases. They're not OSL as much as I did some various colors of lava on them. And these bases are done by mini Hulk mechs. So it's got this nice recessed caution stripe on the front, and we did the same like lava flow kind of feel there as well. Gonna leave my painting for what it is tonight. Happy with how far I got. Put pickies in the hobby corner. Thank you for sharing, Instrumental. Glad to know that you have dug in and got some time in on your hobby as well. I don't often wrestle Hags, but when I do... Yes, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Let's do one of these. Oh. Not podcast. What are you talking about, phone? Is that a striking phoenix? Or whatever the Eldar are called? No, these are battle mechs. I'm not actually sure where this part comes from. I think this is a
Okay.
I think it's from like some knights or something. I'm pretty sure it's a 3D scan GW bit. Hold on a second.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
I'll do my damn push-ups. I'll do my damn push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 so far. That's 20. That's 20 so far. Thank you. That's Striking Phoenix. Oh, what were they actually called with the wings? Swooping Hawks. No, we've got a Axeman. This is a White Rook Studios Axeman. This is a same producer, White Rook Studios Nodachi. This is also a White Rook Studios model. This is a custom variant of the Banshee called the Rhinesblatt, named after its pilot. This is also White Rook Studios, but this is a Stormbringer, which is not a canonical mech. It's a custom mech of sorts. I'm actually not sure what to do with its armament. It looks like it's got 2 little lasers and the main weapon here. And then we've got Sir Mortimer Bombito's Scarba, which is a Scarabus. It's actually supposed to be a smaller mech than the others, but it is very tall and lanky. And then we've got, finally, I'm not sure who did this one. This is a take on a MechWarrior Online styling of the Berserker. So altogether they make up this would be the equivalent of what, a Comstar level 1? Alright, level 1 is redeem push-ups. It is redeem exercise. Yeah, it does have a 5-minute cooldown, because without a 5-minute cooldown, y'all will literally kill me. I'm a fat man. I can't just be doing push-ups the whole time. I'm pretty sure I tossed you some coins last time you came through Daka Daka. Let me check. I'm gonna add points. Is it name first? Name and then name, and then let's just test to make sure you have an extra 1,000. Or make you into the Country Fried UFC man. Yes. Well, just to be able to maybe get the fat under control. I looked back at some of my really, really early work that's no longer on YouTube, and I'm like, man, Cameron, you really let yourself go. And it's true. Definitely hard on the body to live such a sedentary lifestyle. I mean, shit, I'm between the painting desk, the editing desk, and hanging out with folks in Discord. I'm basically on the computer 16 hours a day. Shit, the only walking I do is like dedicatedly going places and back and forth from my kitchen to refill my coffee cup. Maybe downstairs to buy some food. It's gotten bad. Convenience is a curse. I tell you what. Alright, so we got our nice, bright, shiny metal on this boy. We're going to move on to the next one. Let's clean up our Scarabus. And this one's going to be simple. It looks like we just have the 2 weapons here and then the axe blade. So we'll do that. You know, I was going to say we need to not get anything on the laser port, but I haven't painted it black yet, so we can just paint right over it, and then we'll fill it back in later. Alright, now as far as the axe goes, it's got a lot of surface greebling that we want to try to preserve here. Let's get dug in and try not to hit those little sections there. Am I in frame? Yeah. Give points. Daka 10,000. Yes. No person poop on your shoe. Walking is for please. Yeah, and you know, that is all too real too, since I live in San Francisco, and the amount of human shit on the sidewalk is definitely non-zero. Way more dog shit, but there are human turds. And a lot of that's exacerbated by I mean, it's no secret that SF has a pretty bad homeless problem, as in like a big population of people on the streets, a big population of drug users on the streets, and the services, while they're pretty good, like if you were a determined individual on the streets, you could really better your life pretty quickly with the services that are available. But what's not available are places to take a dump. There's like this unofficial, unspoken rule with businesses in the city that there's no such thing as public restrooms. They don't exist. The only places that actually have functioning public restrooms are sit-down restaurants. So, by waging this quiet war on homeless folks and keeping them out of your business storefronts, the problem gets really exacerbated, and there's a lot of people pooping on the streets. Plus, I live downtown. I live way downtown, so, you know, that's a thing. Honestly, I wouldn't trade it, though. I have a really good spot. Really nice spot, really good building. My neighbors are pretty good, too. My next door neighbor is awesome. There's some knuckleheads in the building, but all in all, it feels like home. All right, let's get a little duraluminum here. We're trying to preserve some of that like shading detail that we got with the wash. This stuff does not feather like other paints, though. Unfortunately, I maybe should have, if I would have thought about that beforehand, I probably would have used my Army Painter gunmetal. We're gonna do the same here. We're gonna just try to feather this out as much as we can. I think there's only so much we can do, though. Just want to preserve some of that ink washed color from before. This weapon will really benefit from the later highlight layers. Just street pooping, yeah, exactly. Hey, there's a lot of street pooping. For a while, there was a non-profit that would go around to certain neighborhoods and like they'd set up this like carnival style like triple porta-john setup with like a portable sink like you'd use at a convention for like a hand wash station for a tattoo convention. It was really awesome to see. They'd have like an attendant on scene, and I'm not sure what happened. I have to assume that like their funding dried up or something, because I haven't seen them around in about 2 years now. But it's really, really, really great. Really big boon to the community. You know, there's definitely like folks who are chronically homeless due to like substance abuse, but there are people who just ended up in an unfortunate situation and have nowhere to go. And I empathize. When I first moved to the city, I lived in my car for, how long was it? It's like 6-8 months. It was rough. Took me about a year to get into my apartment off the wait list. All right, that looks decent. I think I preserved a little bit of that shading. I want to dither this edge some. Just dither that edge some with a little bit of stippling. There we go. Just dither that corner right there as well. All right, that's 2 down. 4 more to go. Get these boys done. Giggity. Well, hello, Mr. Slink. Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Would you do a workout?
Oh,
I do.
you would.
Give me 10.
Okay.
Got you. I got you, dog. All right. I'm dropping. I'm dropping.
She can go on forever.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey. I'm happy to report to y'all, and I hope you know that thanks to y'all's efforts with the push-ups, that I have graduated from on the knees to about half the time on the knees. Every other set. Intaro Ardun Executor? I don't know what that means. You have to elaborate. I'm gonna look it up. Oh my god, this phone is so hard to use. It's telling me about Chrome like I've never used it before. Yeah. What is this? This is a StarCraft reference? That's awesome. Way over my head. Way over my head. Very cool. I haven't played StarCraft since the original. Since the original was like out. Like the actual time. Plus my Spirit Cat's Mad Cat.
Well, you want to woo woo? It's that woo woo.
I
You know what I'm saying?
will have to
Some
give
neighbors
it,
are saying way
give
too
it a
loud.
peek.
That's only in the morning. You're supposed to be up cooking breakfast or somebody, and so that's like an alarm clock. Woo woo.
I think I'm gonna have to reinstall Discord on my devices.
And a double helping of gravy.
And a double helping of gravy. Give me that gravy. Man, I tell you what, Slink, I did not realize how prolific of a painter you were. And reflecting back on the last few months, it's kind of crazy how much work you've been putting in. I think it'd be really cool to see your work compiled into like Not like all of them all together, but like a compiled collection. I tried printing out that Wolverine again and it failed again. That sucks. That really sucks. I wonder if it's like it's got to be a lift speed FEP suction issue. Kotek says, I remember watching my older brothers play the original StarCraft on the family computer way back in the 2000s, but the unit sounds are in my DNA. That's awesome. Now the Dark and Kala Templar refer to Eden as a noble figure, hence the greeting Antara Adun, also used the battleground. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. I'll tell you what though, Slink, you got me a little nervous about that specific Wolverine print. I think what I can do is when I go to print it out, I'll do it in like 3 or 4 different orientations and see if I can replicate your problem. I was going to print out a whole bunch of Wolverines to do a Clan Wolverine star. Not Wolverine 2Cs, but all Wolverines. And I think that is going to take a backseat to the latest Clan star that I put on the Discord to be voted on. And last I saw, it looked like it was going to be, was it Steel Viper? Steel Viper Chi Galaxy? I did print out some I did AI generate some pilot images for the crew. It's an all-female group of mech warriors, and they all have snake facial tattoos. Make a crazy Edna star with all Mad Cats and kitty fur pattern camo. God damn, that's a fabulous idea, Iron Elemental. Holy shit, that's fabulous. You know Edna lives right here. She lives right here. Always, right there on the desk. I still think this is one of my best works to date. The blending on it looks really nice. The texturing came out beautifully. It could use a dusting. And she's got all her little kitty cats. Man, these are so dusty. She got her little kitty cats. They live right there, right by my camera. Kitty fur pattern should be really fun to do. Yeah, and you could... There is something neat about hitting a mech with an Agrax Earthshade wash instead of your typical NULN oil. Alright, so let's get this... Let's get this weapon going. I think I want to do some OSL on this thing, actually. It's got these interesting little square vents that could be really fun. Maybe right there, actually. Yeah, let's not use the square vents, but instead put this whole section glowing like the plasma coils of a space marine. Alright, so we're just picking out... We're putting this color on to emphasize our ink wash, basically. We're picking spots to leave that ink wash in the crevices and have it kind of stand out and do some heavy lifting here, you know? Okay. What can we do down here? We just want to run. Am I still in frame? I realize that my hand migrates a lot while I'm painting. It's part of what made it really hard to actually film in the early days of the channel when I was using my DSLR, because it does not have servo-assisted autofocus. You have to manually set the focus for the shot, which is fine for still photography, but trying to record painting a model, it's absolutely nuts. It's probably mold that's blooming and making your nose the itchy. Yeah, I bet you that's true. I do have a what I would describe as a mental health crisis sink right now. So there probably is some mold over there. Identify target. What? You want a piece of me, boy? Yeah, that's, I hear that. Hey, Country 5 Minis, what do you mean, like a photo album, all my mix or something? Yeah. I think collecting them all in one, like, location would really hammer home just how prolific you've been this year. It's insane. It's an absolute treat to see how much you've done. I'm talking rotting leaves, yo. I don't know if we got rotting leaves around here, but yeah. Once again, the Remembrancer gives insight into the actuality of things. And a harsh reminder that maybe I should clean that sink instead of pretending like it's not a problem. Okay, so here I think we want to do that dither treatment again.
I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop. And there is no one that does it better.
A little too much on there. Try to preserve that, like, that darkness in the center a little bit. There we go. It looks decent. See what we can't do on the sides here. I think maybe we got to give this the same kind of treatment like you do the GW way of doing teeth. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna do little streaks. Do little streaks coming down. Same here. Trying to hold this in a way that allows for this angle, but also doesn't. All right, we need new paint. Hey, what's that? Holy moly.
Comstar Knight 36 donated a $9.99 super chat for the cause. Tell that penicillin to keep its mouth quiet and top belching spores. Mold be like
Holy shit. That one was an absolute doozy. Thank you so much for the generous donation, Comstar. You know, this is all possible thanks to y'all, so I really well and truly appreciate it. Holy shit, did you hit a triple burger? Oh my god. We did just unlock the HHHHH. That's really good troll fuel. Really, really good troll fuel. My brain just short-circuited trying to say that. Holy moly. I think we're gonna have to do a try hard dazzle king crab at some point to say thanks to Gloria Blake. Could be a fun like midsummer project.
Yeah. But you do work out.
I do like a
Okay.
like a 1/35th scale mech or something stupid like that.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
All right, here we go. 10 more, you say? 10 more.
I am the cream, yeah, the cream of the crop, and there is no one that does it better.
9, 10. Oh boy. I tell you what. The difference between knees down and no knees down is palpable. Thank you for your concern about my physical well-being. All right, where were we at? We were hitting this with kind of like a striped pattern. From this direction. You need enough on there that it'll flow, but not enough to flood the surface. Let's see, how could I hold this to... There we go. We'll hit this angle here. Zippy zaps. All right, we can come in and do it the other way now. I think like this, maybe? Sometimes achieving a certain pattern is all in how you hold the model. Just orient it to your hand's preference. As y'all can tell, I'm a lefty. Okay. Can we come in on this side now? I think so. You know, I've heard this track many times now, and it's really, this one's growing on me. Who is this? Yi Nantiro's Blue Lantern. I like the vibe. Sure, 1/60th or 1/96 scale works great for Dazzle. Yeah, it'd be really fun. It'd need to be big enough to do like a king crab and give it some of the like the scale model treatment. I'm thinking of printing a vulture to fight the 4 in Mad Cat from KS. I don't know what KS is. Kind of recreate the MechWarrior 3 intro decliner. Oh, the 4-inch Mad Cat from the Kickstarter. Yes. Yeah, that'd be hella fun. If you haven't printed and painted a larger scale mech yet, I definitely highly recommend it. They're a lot of fun. Especially if you apply like... you get an opportunity to start to use more like scale modeling techniques, but also like applying your mini scale stuff to a larger canvas is really, really fun. Okay, so what are we doing here? We need this angled in such a way. Nope, I've already done that. What direction hasn't been highlighted yet? Just from the bottom like this? Looks like it. Can we get... This one's a little tough to do. Alright. And we're going to give that beating end a little love. Actually, we're just going to completely silver this. It would stand to reason that this Warhammer would have that end smashed free of any kind of rust or corrosion. With every hit, it just exposes a new atomic layer of fresh metal. We'll do the bashing. All right. We're going to trace around the edge of this cap. Try to just get the edge without making it too wide. I think that's good enough, and we're just going to have to go with good enough. And now finally, we want the laser on the chest to get a little love. I think I may have rubbed off some color while this was like still wet or something. There we go. We're not too worried about the wash. Well, you know, I say that. There's like something going on next to it. Is that dust? Yeah, it's like resin dust or something. There we go. All right, that's 3 out of 6. We move on to the next ones. I think I see a commission coming for a large schematic for you. Well, if you do something like that, Comstar, make sure to reach out and I can do like I can negotiate it down for you, get you your bang for your buck. Though I have thought about like, what are the logistics of shipping this, for instance? How does one price to ship this damn thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much you think a crate? Like, you'd have to build a custom shipping container for this. Something that scale. I think the smaller one, the Urban Mech, would be a little easier. Or like the Marauder was about like that tall, kind of that size. I really don't know. That said, I would like to explore that at some point. So if any of y'all out there, especially catching this by the algorithm after the fact, if any of you are interested in your own large scale mech, statue scale, painted in fine detail,
I do. Give me 2.
they're also available over on Fiverr. They're quite a bit more expensive, but if you want a conversation piece, I can hook it up. And it would definitely become a video.
She can go on forever.
All right, give me a second, I'll do them.
When you want to woo woo, it's that woo woo. You know what I'm saying?
Some neighbors are saying way too loud.
That's only in the morning. You supposed to be up cooking breakfast or somebody, and so that's like an alarm clock. Woo woo.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Fuck. All right. That's 3 sets in a row now that weren't knees down. Progress. Gotta have those shaky hands. Yeah, of course. Big box fan box. Yeah, exactly. and make a form for it and then throw it in a box. Yeah, exactly. Well, the large mech commissions have that price factored in for what it's worth. So if any of you out there are interested, make sure to check it out. The sale of a single mech over there would fund the channel for an entire month. Of course, it'd be a video as well. Can also ship it in pieces. Whoo, boy. I don't know about that. Breaking them down into pieces, that'd be rough. Be rough on the project. Is this alcohol? Yes, yes it is. My drop ship was sitting on the desk, still leaking, and I need to put it in the wash. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm a little manic today. I have to send you the Sisters of Battle kill team my wife doesn't want to paint. I can negotiate that, so if you're interested, let me know. I can work within budgets, and I am definitely receptive to receiving and painting models. I just got one from a client. What is it? It's a longbow, a mad cat, a hunchback, and an archer. All Catalyst models. Where the hell were we? All right. Let's get his nipple guns. Looking tidy. Make sure to drop it with our shaky hands. I think these bottom bits are lasers. I'm not 100% sure. They look like it. They also look like they're poorly scaled. But we're gonna assume they are. They look like small lasers to me.
I am the cream of the crop, and there is no one that does it better.
I don't know. I think I like this one a little just marginally better. Such a happy song. That lad is enjoying a gigantic cheeseburger.
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, cause I thought King fell.
If y'all haven't seen the full video of the thug of that intro right there, it's really good. It's Tracy Smothers. Classic kind of less than mainstream, less than well-known wrestling promo. Really good stuff. And then who could forget Anticristo? He botches it so hard in this intro. I don't know if we're gonna do any more wrestling intros for the Redeemed.
Number one.
Because I can only have a total of 24 Redeemed.
But not God! Not God! Because the Antichrist! It's me!
God, he botches that so bad. It's another one, if you saw the whole thing, you'd know. Well, hell, all of them. Even that Macho Man intro, like... Macho Man looks like he's about to explode. Cream? What is the cream? What is cream? What could we do with cream? What could we do with Redeem Cream? I don't know if we could do anything with that. That's a little too on the nose to be like... There's a certain level of like perversion here, right? With the whole sexualized phrasings and things, but there's always a layer of like plausible deniability in it. It's like, what are you talking about? I wasn't talking about edging. It was edge highlights. What the hell are you talking about? Macho Man was, though. He was super shy and nervous about performing in front of people. That's fun. Randy was on coke for that one. I believe it. Cheek sauce? The cheek sauce? Do you want the cheek sauce to become something? We could. Hell, we've got 2 good ones out of the community. Between the cheek sauce and you got 10 minutes, they're both great. Redeem batter, edge your way to the highlight of the day. No. Lots and lots of coke back in that era. Yeah, that makes sense. Coke and pain pills. There's an old video. I can't remember who's shooting it, but it's like the guy's walking around backstage and you see Dusty Road in the background, and he is like fucking pale as a ghost, sweating. He got a little of that like death around the eyes. It's like utterly fucking gone on whatever he's using at the moment. Dusty Road, come down from the turnstile, elbow first. High in the sky, down from the stratosphere. Damn. Redeem Mystery Mayo? We did a Mayo reference at one point. It was Metroid Mayo. Now see, I don't know if we could get away with the Mystery Mayo. I don't know, what could we do? We could do something like this, right? Let's see, can I get that where there's no reflection on it? Get our cook, right? And then we take the PVA glue and we just give it like a, you know, something like that. I think it's too much. Those moments just have to remain in the videos. Also, I still need this sticker, so I have to clean that off now. Get a rag for you. It's hella perverted up in here. I should have never opened this door. There's always the toothpaste thing. Yes, there is the toothpaste thing. I think if I used the toothpaste thing, I would probably put like a black bar over our submitter's eyes to maybe perhaps retain just a bit of anonymity. Damn it. I ruined this sticker just now. I still need this for a video. Hey, it's getting hard to pick peanut butter. No. Pea is stored in the balls. Well, I guess it is then. Holy shit. I tell you, it's hard to pick racy waifu stickers for these videos that aren't too much for being on screen. Some of them are downright offensive. Alright, where the hell were we? I just put out some new metallic. That's where we were at. Okay. All right, we were just working on the arm cannons here. Just working on the arm cannons. Dude, we do that a lot around here, though. Working on them arm cannons. Shit, dude. I think the sculptor here really lost the sense of scale on some of these weapon ports. They're going to be really hard to... paint in. Okay. What time is it? Been at this an hour and a half. Can I actually get to cockpits today? I think I can. Potentially. Where still needs some love? A little bit right here. Main frame? No, not really. We can move on to the mace now, I think. Yeah. That looks decent. Looking shiny enough. How am I going to go about holding this? I think like that will work. Alright, we're going to do that same treatment. We're going to trace the edge. Trace the edge, full strength. And we're going to start dithering it with a stipple motion towards the middle, because this stuff does not feather. It only goes on full strength. Alright, same deal right here. Big streak, dither action. A little of that dithery-do, you know? Next, same deal. Find a good grip that works with our hand. Give this a good stir. Full edge. Wipe most free. Dither it out. I guess the technique we're using is stippling, but it's, you know, a dithered effect. Go-Go Gadget Fingers, him's gonna finger bang everything? No. I need a butternut right now or sweet tater. I'm not on board with you there, Mr. Nate. I recognize their value, but I'm just not a huge fan. I think I have maybe an aversion to sweet and starchy at the same time. Though what I do like, my dad turned me on to spaghetti squash. Kind of awesome. You roast it and then you run a fork through it, and it pulls apart into all these little strands, and you just put your nice whatever type of red sauce you're gonna eat, like you would with spaghetti, over top, and it's fucking fabulous. All right, is that all the edges? No. Let's get a good angle here. How are we gonna grab this? Like that, I think. Trying to think about how to hold this thing without breaking it, and also not rubbing on the paint we just laid down, because it hasn't had time to cure properly. And it's gonna be a little fragile. course, you're not a huge fan of people. Redeem bang finger? No. Nope. Mm-mm. It's got to be subtle. You can't say that quiet part out loud. So I don't know if y'all, there's some advanced tech to the holding here. So I've got 3 points of contact, right up under here. I guess it's 4 points of contact. I'm not actually touching it back here. I'm floating the finger. So we're supporting it back here on the wing. We're supporting the back ankle and the bottom corner of the base. We're resting the pinky on the bottom. And then we're going to support it either on the leg here or the base. We just get a good grip here. I think on the leg is the way. And then the pinky of this finger is touching the other hand. And then I've got the pencil grip, but I've also got this third finger for support resting on that pinky. So I create all this structural stability when I'm doing these fine little bits of detail. I wonder if that's something that could be useful, like a short 3 to 4 minute long video talking about finger action when painting miniatures. Positions for your hands. How would we could also we go really cringe sexual with the titling. Finger your minis like a pro with this guide. Quality positions for a better mini. Something like that. I think it could be really fun and potentially useful. All right, I'm going to try to do knees up, or not on the knees. But I may be going back to knees after this set. I feel it. All right, let's give it a go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. All right, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I don't think I could do 20 in a row yet. Spaghetti squash is awesome in Alfredo sauce. Never tried it with white sauce. Thank you for the push-ups. Feel it, just immediately switching off of my knees. It's a remarkable difference. I was reading online too that people recommend just skipping the knees and doing, what do they call it? It's like an incline thing instead of on the knees, because the full length plank when you're doing your push-up works the core deeper. Incline is really good. Yeah, I haven't tried it. I've been doing them on the knees, but I tell you, going from nothing to hundreds a day on the knees has been really good. And it's got me to where these noodle arms can lift this body. I know that waistline work actually comes from the diet, but man, getting that strength up is big. Hey, my gains are in your hands, chat. Plus, I stream enough that I think y'all can turn me into a meat monster. All right, let's move on to the Rhinesblatt. This does look like a really fun layout. He's got a PPC. I'm pretty sure these are 2 small lasers, 4 medium lasers, an LRM-10, and a large laser with a hatchet on the left arm. Build Mookliz burns more calories over times. Yeah, well, the calorie thing... unfortunately, I have a penchant for food, for very fatty, rich foods. Though, you know, food costs money, and push-ups are free. That's why I keep insisting that y'all's generous donations have made all this possible. Redeem Meat Monster? No way. Push up at angle is a good one indeed. The further you go from horizontal, the easier it gets. You can find different height objects around the house. Yeah, but... yeah, that might help. That'd be a good way to step it down when the arms get too sore in a stream. Though I have said before, if I get to where my arms are just giving out, I'll do crunches instead. Either way, I'll drop and give you 10 every time you call for it. I love it. Look, I've long contended that a lot of people out there are just looking for someone to tell them what to do. You know, finding the inspiration to work on minis is a lot easier when you have a commission. Drawing a piece of art is a lot easier when your client tells you what to do. Being productive is so much easier when you have a set schedule that your boss gives you. And doing push-ups is far easier when your chat tells you when you got to do them. Remember to keep that back straight during your push-ups. Hell yeah. My fingers are fucking filthy. This container is turning into a nightmare. In fact, when I closed it, it splattered my face. Redeem shake weight? I should get one. I should get one so I could have it on stream for y'all. Yes. Redeem massive man meat of orifice destruction? Wait a second. You're talking about a penis. I don't know if you can do that. Nothing y'all can do about that. No amount of push-ups will you know, improve that department. But you know, I've always heard that it's the size matters. Different kind of push-ups. Oh my god. Hey, all I'm saying is that you have seen my finger action here on stream. Use both hands for shake weight? Yes. Let's get these hands cleaned up anyways. They're covered in metallic filth, and I don't want it on the bases of the models. One of the real dangers here of raw dogging your miniatures is getting stains on them. Okay. I'm almost out of paper towels, y'all. I gotta get some more. Shake weight with hydration? Yes, I have seen that. Mr. Country Fry enters his Twitch thought phase, features a shake weight. Cooling lotion squirting out. Yes, it was South Park, wasn't it? I recall this. Be back soon, gotta fix a pile of network stuff. Good luck. Redeem funnel cake? How could we do funnel cakes and fried minis at the same time? While I ponder that, I'm going to fill my last cup of coffee and I'll be right back. Just a moment. I just got to go in the kitchen. It's right there, like 16 feet away. What are we doing? What were we doing? What were we working on? We just put out a little bit of metallic paint and we're working on the Rhines black. Melt the mini in the funnel cake. Cream pies are a violation of terms of service. Join the Country Fried OnlyFans if you want to know more. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the original exclamation point pie was for me to do a sexy photo shoot. Turned out photographers cost money. So if you really...
Did you do workout?
I do.
Give me 10.
would mid-sentence. Here, I'll finish this before I drop down.
Bye, everyone. She can go on
Oh,
forever.
gross, holy shit. Who did that? That's Technortian. Okay, I'm hopping down. I'm not going to cheat you. But I want to finish my thought here. The new goal for the exclamation point pie is going to be, what's a reasonable number? Let's elevate it to a full calendar spread of sexy mini photo shoot. Full fat rolls. Y'all will get to see some tattoos you ain't seen before, and we'll publish it as a product. What's a reasonable number? 69 was way too easy for y'all to reach. Don't shake your weight this No Nut November. Non-stop Nut November. Holy shit. All right. All right, I owe you some push-ups, Mr. Technor. I'm going back down.
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, cause I don't take spell.
Another 10. No needs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, boy.
The number
Definitely
one,
slowing down.
number one
Slowing
in the
down
fish
for sure.
is the Antichrist.
Slowing down big time. It's
But
me.
I'm God, not God.
Not
because
God,
the
it's me.
Antichrist, it's me.
It's me. 69 took months. The 69 took months? Did it really take months? Well, let's bump it to...
And a double helping of gravy.
Let's bump it to 420. We'll do 420. 420 for the next one. Yeah, we'll do 420, and that way I can have some time to set some money aside. I started looking into getting some photos made because I am not a pretty man when I am undressed, and I need a specialist. I need a specialist that is specialized in big folks to take some especially flattering photos, and that costs money. So we're gonna kick that can down the road. Yeah. When we hit 420 on the CFOF requests, we'll do that. We'll do like I'm not sure yet. Either a full calendar spread or get a body pillow printed up. Minis? Is that what you're calling it? I don't know what you're talking about. I hear it's more than adequate, even above average. Yeah, you could say that. Community calendar, get different models on the months. Holy shit. Yeah. $88 seems reasonable. No. This is the U.S. There's some connotations behind that. A Baldy pillow. What will your cringe stickers think? I'll tell you what they'll think. They'll think, ooh woo. We're gonna do one of these. My month is February. Wait. Are you suggesting that... Wait. Hold on now. You're saying getting 12 people together for a community calendar? That's that could be fun. But that's up to y'all, the community. I mean, then again, Country Fried Minis is y'all. These outrageous conversations here in chat. Tabletop Tuesdays. Inane ramblings and the voice chats over on the Discord. All that good stuff. It's y'all. And speaking of community, reminder to folks out there that if you want to get in on community events, make sure to join up on the Discord. Link in the description down below. And of course, keep an eye out for opportunities to jump in on Tabletop Tuesday, or hit me up if you want to get in on a live streamed game of Battletech sometime. We'll be working on some photogrammetry projects going into this new year to facilitate gaming in a virtual format. I think 2025 is going to be much more community oriented here on CFM, provided I can keep this thing afloat. Provided I can keep this thing afloat. I think December will be the big tell for that. I'm going to be streaming every day in December. Country Fried Cam covered in a different gravy each month. I mean, how many gravies could there be? How many gravies are there? Mushroom gravy, red eye gravy, standard brown gravy. I think bechamel would count. The Italian sauces count as gravies. The Italians call it gravy, right? So you could toss in ragu and what's the other one? The meat, lots of meat. Bolognese. You got white gravy, and you got, did I already say red eye gravy? I think I did. Ham gravy. Tomato sauces are gravy. Okay, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm struggling to get beyond 8. So I don't think you could go, like, we'd need 4 other gravies. Plus, that's just weird. Where's the minis involved in that? If you don't send a photo, you're part of the crowd who has to buy that calendar and hang it in your house. Oh, no. Could lay down on a Waffle House griddle in a G-string? Holy shit. Very sweaty. Just like really, really sweaty. Just fucking glistening. I'm picturing the the freeze frame shot of throwing the hair back and all the water coming up off it as well. Turkey gravy. Oh, sweet. What is that? Mole. Okay. There's 3 more. There's 3 more. You know, and the 12th shot could just be like blurred out NSFW. I hate this idea, by the way. I think it's terrible. But I said I was going to do it. I said I was going to do it. So it's got to happen. Sawmill, chili, brown, red eye, chocolate, chicken, tomato, cornmeal, mushroom, giblet, shrimp, and white gravy. Holy moly. I think the ideas here might count as a war crime as per the Geneva Convention. I would like a lawyer. Unfortunately, I think any of the lawyers you're going to find in the Country Fried Minis community are probably pro-gravy. So there may be some, like, conflict of interest going on. Also, welcome, Zach P. Welcome, welcome. Getting a little extra work today in on these lads. They've been slow going, but they're nearing completion. I need to clear them off my workbench to make some room for another commission. So they're going to be getting some work over the next few days and getting finished up. On the plus side, though, the extra time that's been spent on these will lead to a better product in the end, I think. You know, just having extra time to scrutinize the model and ensure that things look okay, finding problems, etc. has been really good. You probably want to call the Eagle team if you want defense from the gravy mode. 12 month is a group photo. Yes, Country Fried, cruel and unusual torture. Oh no, it's all CBT around here. You know, classic BattleTech. Country Fried CBT. Classic BattleTech. Ooh, that does give me a good idea for a redeem, though. We could do like a... We could do a shoot, or maybe in some video somewhere, somebody pulls, like, very suggestively, the shots are cleverly done so that it looks like you're unzipping your pants and pulling something out and setting it on the table, and then you get like the hammer out and you swing the hammer, and then it cuts to like the crotch area of the person, but then a mech on the table, and then the hammer hits the mech, setting down a giant cucumber. Taking those CBT subs, yes. Shake it only laugh. Yes. Holy moly, Nightbot's spamming a bunch of stuff in chat. So if you're interested in showing support for the channel, make sure to check it out. Check out the links in the chat. We got the Threadless store with some t-shirts over there if you want to show some support that way. Commission painting available on Fiverr, and of course, Patreon.com is the best way to support the channel. Yeah, you probably get a little less for your money over there, honestly, beyond an occasional update and your name in the credits, but they do give me the biggest cut, so best way to support. Anyhow, let me give you your 10. I'm going to try one more no knees down, but I fear we're going to be back on our knees by the end of the stream.
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy.
Thank you for your concern about my physical well-being. I'm feeling that one deep in my abdominals. What are you doing here, DM Steve? That's funny. Redeem the Ream Cream from the whole Dream Team. I mean, I'll gladly use any footage that people want to submit for CFM Productions. We even have a channel for that on the CFM Discord. So if you got any silly ideas, send them on over. I'll either make a spot for them in a non sequitur channel change, or I'll give you some constructive criticism on how to improve it to make it usable. Always open to submissions. Solomon Sampson says, "Hey guys, made it home. What we painting?" We are working on some first Hussars from the Rasselhog Republic. They're a extinct regiment, and these guys are kind of ghosts of Rasselhog. Thus, we've gone for this like bloody hand thing. Currently, we're working on adding some duraluminum back to the weapons to make the metallics really shine and stand out. And I think we're just about done with this Banshee Rhinesplat, and then we have the Berserker, and I think from there we can move on to doing some of the fun little details on the weapon handles, or potentially do some lens jeweling. Not really sure what we're diving into. I'm painting the inside of my mouth with creamy white toothpaste. Yeah, it's coming up. LOL. Just dropped in for a minute to say hey. Oh shit. I forgot. We have Dicks in the Dark tonight. I forgot. All right, Mr. Harlock. I think I'm going to try to wrap up in the next half hour to catch your stream. I gotta admit, I've been way up in my head today. That's kind of what inspired the whole cringy thumbnail today. Today has been an exercise in hobbying for mental health purposes. Just a shout out there, everybody who's feeling down, having a rough go of it. Consider putting some paint on models. It is. Wait, you weren't reading no dicks tonight? Hold on. Hold on. Dicks in the Dark. It's the weekly show. And soon, yeah, it's usually 5 p.m. I got a little off kilter because I didn't start till 3 today. I'm remarkably unfunny. I ain't gonna bother. You know, Kotex, unfunny might actually be right on brand for this stuff. Pi has a huge cooldown. Is it really like 20 minutes? Oh yeah, it's got to be high, or you guys will fucking blast that to hell. Just remember to claim the pie. So wings because they're angels in the kingdom of heaven smiting the enemies of God? No, wing because they're hussars. They're winged hussars. Like the cavalry champions of old. The fuck? You drinking that colon blaster Kool-Aid this evening? Might want to stream without your camera on so you can just stay on the pot. Oh my god. We're late too. Yeah, it's been a weird day for schedules. I usually like to try to do this a little earlier. 12 p.m. is the way. On Wednesdays at least, but I guess what we'll try to do then is I really want to get a second step in. We'll probably go for about another hour, and then we'll join you, or at least I'll join you. Anybody else who wants to come along, you're welcome to. Check out the Dicks in the Dark. I wonder if I can share that link in the chat here. Let's see, hold on. Surely I can grab it, right? If I just go home. Do you already have the page up? Yes. How do I copy the link? Can I not copy the link? I can click share. There it is. Copy link. For those of y'all who are interested into... He's late because he's chugging that butt plunger. Holy moly. If you guys are into Dungeons and Dragons and watching a more competent group than our
gravy.
our TTRPG Tuesday, navigate some crazy action in space, if you can imagine. D&D in space. After we're done here, go on over and check out the Dicks in the Dark over on their channel. They always put on a good show. More competent, rolling on floor, laughing, crying. I think you're more competent. Yeah, you guys you've got the irreverence, but you've also got some sense of sense. You don't have old Hoggle digging around in poop sacks. Okay, so that's our Rhinesplat done, I think. That's our Rhinesplat's metallics done, and we'll move on to the Berserker. Same deal, we've got 4 weapons and then the melee weapon, and we can move on to... I'm not sure yet if we're going to do lens jeweling. I think we may do lens jeweling next, or at least the cockpits. And I think we'll probably go like a fiery orange red to go with the theme. Slime poop was such a useful commodity though. Oh yeah, well, it became useful once some kind soul chucked $2 at the stream. I think that was a request for more poop sacks. I mean, you guys are welcome to super chat in whatever you want during the Tuesday events. I can't stop you. Where's all this? This bottle is leaking. I guess this is the closest to a shake weight y'all are gonna get from me. Can you hear that? Not really. It's not really coming through unless I talk, is it? Give it one of these as well. At Nathan, that's relevant to my current situation on... Gross. You know, it's bad because this is not the first time. This is the second full conversation regarding poop in one stream. Alright, I just splattered paint on this fucking model. Holy shit, are you kidding me right now? Can I get that off before it sets? Jeebus. My damn container just splattered a droplet of metallic paint on the Berserker. Holy moly, are you fucking kidding me? How can I save this? How can I save this? What's the recourse here? I think we can dip into a little bit of German gray and just paint over that. That's crazy. Every time I close this lid, it splatters paint. If you can't get it to come off, you can make it like battle damage. I think that would be true. It's just like it's a egregious droplet. I think what we'll do, we're gonna push in a little bit of the German gray and cover it up. And then when that cures, I'll hit it with another layer of ink wash. And I think we will cover this with some chipping. Who? Oh my god. I'm gonna just let that play.
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. More super chats. Penis, 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 penis.
Thank you for the generous donation, Mr. Nathan. More super chats. Penis, 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 penis. Holy moly. I like that y'all have figured out how to get TTS Lady to say fucked up things. The H's today were a really good discovery. Really good discovery. I need to clean my fingies. Can't get it cuffed, you can make it like battle damage. You know, I am sitting here thinking what the battle damage is gonna look like with the typical whole brown mix. I think because they're such a dark gray, I may need to go with like a light oxide red kind of color. Make it lighter than normal. Okay, here we go. Let's dig back in. We're going to start with the PPC, the ER PPC, the ERPICA. And it's got like a recessed port on the side. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to paint around that. And we'll leave the recessed area untouched with the new brightening layer. It's only on the one side, so we can go all the way around. And I think right here as well, we want to re-rim that hole, get it good and shined up. And later on, we can stick a little color in there and create that contrast between that nicely rimmed edge and that deep recess. Yeah, it's funny, normally I would skip this step here, but there's a combination of factors behind my decision tonight. One, I gotta boost the contrast over the gray. Two, some of the metallic over the red got tainted.
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. Butthole blasters, butthole, butthole, butthole.
Butthole. That, I mean, you can get her to say butthole, but hold on, I'm gonna try something. All right, I feel like you got a little robbed with that one, Nathan. I'm gonna try this back and throw that money back. If we do... Damn it. Come on now. This keyboard is hard to work with. Let's see if we add punctuation. If that helps. Damn it. This keyboard's so hard to use. If you accidentally swipe across it, it deletes what you're doing. God damn it. Have you just beat me to it? Oh my god. We about to find out,
Comstar Knight
Comstar.
36 donated a $4.99 super chat. Have you heard of the HHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHWAY? This might not work, but it's worth a shot. Weehaw.
Weehaw indeed. Thank you for the generous donation, my guy. Holy moly, the H's. The H storm.
So thick.
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. Show orangutan your but toll coral shrimp lobster crab squid octopus nest with eggs.
Nest with eggs. Jesus, thanks guys. Holy moly.
So thick.
Iron Elemental donated a $21.76 super chat. Bigger penis.
Bigger penis. Thank you so much for the generous donation. I don't think your donation will create a bigger penis, but we can always hope. Not everybody can have a 20-incher. Y'all landed on thick. Holy moly, thank you so much.
Comstar Knight 36 donated a $1.99 super chat. Unleash the ice storm. HHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHh.
What the fuck was that? Holy moly. Here we go. Let's see if punctuation fixes the butthole problem. The H's. The eyes, the long eyes, that was really good. She got really
Country
tired
Fried
sounding.
Minis donated
Let's
a
see.
$2 super chat. Butt, hole, butt, hole, butt, hole, butt, hole.
Okay. So you want butt, comma, hole is the way to do it. Butt, comma, hole. Period.
So thick.
Holy moly. Let's see if she says
Techno
it.
TN donated a $2 super chat. Scorpion, 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 penis, deep freeze.
Fucking scorpion, dude. Thank you, dude. That's, oh, beautiful. I fully expected her to spell that instead of say it. Jesus.
So thick.
Holy moly, y'all.
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. Pee-hole flamethrower with belt-fed ball bomber.
Pee-hole flamethrower with belt-fed ball bomber. She said it. I didn't say it. She said it. Well, thank y'all so much. I mean, I think y'all have paid for, single-handedly paid for that last pizza that I ate on for 3 whole days.
Comstar Knight 36 donated a $1.99 super chat. Weehow.
Oh, you got robbed, dude. You got robbed right there bad. I can't refund it either. I would if I could. I would if I could. Holy moly. Sad state of things. Let's try Yeah, I don't know how to do anything about that. The E's, the EH's are a problem. So I's are really good. The RE's do a thing. We maybe need to write up a document of all the rules.
Nathan donated a
what she'll
$2
do.
super chat. I'm having a stroke.
E? Why you got robbed there too? Okay, so there's something about like there's some kind of subtle rule that we're missing here with the like string of vowels followed by consonants followed by string of vowels to get her to do things. How were those I's set up before that like actually did it? So it was after a long string of H's followed by a long string of I's. Is there maybe is something to I don't know how to do it. There's got to be something to like having three or four like consonants in a row that kind of triggers a state where she just reads them off instead of just truncating your noise. We know now that 12 I's in a row just goes I. Or no, she said E. 12 I's in a row makes an E sound. Unless it's followed by a bunch of H's. I feel bad for y'all. Those last two really sapped a lot of the fun out of the experience. Thanks, TTS lady. But seriously, thank y'all so much. It's incredible that you guys show the support. I am humbly appreciative of y'all. Thank you so much. YouTube won't let me super chat half the shit. Shit, I try. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it knows you're up to no good. You've been flagged as a troublemaker and a troll. It would be fun to like kind of figure out where the rules lie in what she'll say. We kind of figured it out with the re's, the re. Can you input a string of numbers and the bot will take forever giving the proper name of the number? I don't think so. There's a hard filter on the chat. As soon as you want to put an eggplant emoji in, it refuses. If I only send emojis, it won't let me. Really? What? Is there a certain emoji you're putting in there that it just like is no thanks? Yeah, I think there's just certain words that she won't do. Like, I'm pretty sure a string of numbers is just going to be read out individually. And like ridiculous words, she won't even attempt. That's where this happened. Here we go. There we go, and then we do let's see, just about there. We'll put a period right there. Let's put a break, and then we do let's do that. This should be a good demonstration of how she like won't attempt certain words and why we say this paint name. See, is that gonna go through? Yeah. She's a classic gal, not one of your eggplant harlots. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. It's so thick. So thick.
Country Fried Minis donated a $2 super chat. The best GW paint is NULN oil. Eehee.
Okay, so the H's after the I's doesn't make her say. I think you need a string of consonants before the I's to get her to go I. But yeah, that was a demonstration of NULN oil. It's what it's called.
Another Nate donated a $2 super chat. TTS lady can eat a dick, but whole milk.
Okay, so she'll just say dick straight up, D-I-K, like the animal. Yes. Wait, I think it's a dick. And for the butthole milk, you got to put a comma between butt and hole. And it'll put it. The pause is a little unnatural, but it's closer to saying butthole. I'm pretty sure one of y'all discovered how to get her to say vagina the other day. I can't remember the way to make it happen, but there are ways. You can game the system. We should probably draft a document.
Nathan donated $2 super chat. Where were all these super chats last night?
Where were all these super chats last night? Well, you were DMing. You were DMing. That's where the super chats were. Plus, I think I still maintain I think last night was a edge case due to current events that were happening at the same time that had people's attention. That's okay, yeah. Reminder to folks out there, if you really want to get the best bang for your buck out of a super chat here on the channel, make sure to stop by during Tabletop Tuesday, every other Tuesday, where your super chats count as a statement from the Dungeon Master. And if you're not familiar with it, check out a VOD and see just how bad $2 can wreck the party's day. Bring us all your money. Okay, where are we sitting at? Fuck, I wasted a half hour messing with this. Let's try to do a little lens jeweling. I want to do the cockpit on at least one of these so we have like an idea of what we're going for. And then we'll call the stream at 6 in a half hour too, because I do want to show support and catch the Dicks in the Dark stream. Plus, I think 3 hours is a good productive window. I did not wake up in time to do the regular time today, unfortunately. All right. That looks so much shinier. Our little repair worked really well back here. I don't know if y'all caught that last time. Let's get a little bit more here. Oh, this has damn resin dust on it. Get that out of there. Thought I saw another speck of it on another one of the models as well. All right, got some nice highlights on the silver. And we can move on to doing a little bit of cockpit work. I think what we're going to do is nice lava orange, just to push that theme across the minis and keep it going. All right, I'm going to pass out soon enough. Try not to flinch and ruin your paint job. Well, thank you for stopping by, good sir. Always a pleasure to chat with you. Have a fantastic sleep. Thought it was a good session, though I missed a few things because of juggling a lot of things. Yes, well, this is why you don't stream with penis in hand. You gotta, like, it just takes too much of your brain power. Okay, so we're gonna start with the same red that we've been using everywhere. Start with that same red. And then we want the same orange that we were using as well. Oh God. Oh God.
So thick.
Iron Elemental donated a $10.88 super chat. My robot face looks shinier when caked in dick sauce.
Holy fuck, she'll just say dick sauce? No fucking way. Thank you so much, Iron Elemental. That is insanely generous of you, my guy. You've also unlocked some really dirty things here. Could you potentially get a video, a stream demonetized with what the TTS lady is saying? I think yes. I think it's possible. All right. All right. Let's reel this back in and get out of the weeds here. We're gonna go with a little bit of naranja fuego, some orange fire. This color is really transparent. And then we're going to go with a little bit of GW Face Yellow, which is almost done. I need to add some, I need a list here somewhere of like paints to buy. I should really make that list while I'm sitting here thinking about it too. Do I have a piece of paper handy? Beep bop, beep bo, beep bop. Let's pick up this water right here. Oh my God, y'all are laying it on so thick. I think the period's gonna work, but the comma is a little bit better.
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. Show me your butt hole.
Yeah, the period creates a inflection. No, it's just random words. It's up to who interprets them. Holy moly! God, that's crazy, y'all. Thank you. I almost coughed directly into the mic. Okay, I'm gonna thin out this orange too. And now we got our three colors here. Let's get rid of that extra water. All right. And I think we need a teeny tiny brush, very tiny brush here. So we're gonna need a smaller liner. That's also a 3.0. I think I'm actually gonna get a cap back on this. What's our smallest brush we can muster right now? Probably a fresh, clean 3.0. So let's go for that. And what's the best recourse here? Let's pull back on the desk cam. Let's get the desk cam on and get it aimed at the right spot. Get desk cam on so y'all can see the blending. We're gonna get this zoomed in all the way, and we'll get this zoomed in all the way too. Let's go all the way in. It's about as much as it'll go. And this way y'all can see the blending happen. And I'll try to keep this on frame so we can watch what happens here. So I'm cradling the model. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on this back end because I don't want to break it. And first we're going to go in and be really careful to just fill in the red. We just want to get that red up to the edges. Now, it's got these little segments in the corners. And I think the way we're going to handle those is just to put a dot of paint in there. We're not going to worry about trying to do any shading on those little tiny ones. Just having red there will carry the weight of it. Just want to try to have that little division on the panel. This doesn't have to be perfect. We're just starting with a nice coat of red. And usually I like to use a cockpit color that's like nice and contrasty. But we're going to go for something that ties the paint scheme together. You sounded sincere. That's funny. All right. So we have another split panel here. I think this mech really illustrates like why the MWO designs are actually really bad for painting. Like really bad for painting. Right there, I dare say we could just paint right over that. I think we're gonna. That detail is so fine that it's not gonna be missed if we paint over it. In fact, it'll look better if we have a panel to blend on instead of so many individual panels. It's crazy. You know, on the off chance that anybody out there catching this stream is a 3D modeler that does work with customizing the MechWarrior Online sculpts, I think one thing you could really do to make your mechs like more painter friendly is get rid of some of these tiny little details. Like this panel right here is divided into 3 pieces, and these little tiny ones are like pupil-sized dots to fill them in. You could get away with those and it'd be a much better painting experience. All right, so anyhow, it's enough bitching. My favorite activity. We're gonna take a little bit of this dark burgundy color that we still had from before, and we're gonna work it into the upper left corners of all of these panels. I don't remember what this was. It was whole red, I think. All the big panels that we're going to shade, we're going to glaze in a little bit of this whole red in the top corner. It's almost a brown, it's so dark. But the top left, we want that top left to get just a little bit of browning, and that'll just deepen our contrast. It's going to be so subtle you're not really going to see it too much. Man, I think I may have to relent on my thought here on these split panels. That detail is, it's small enough that I don't want it to be there, but it's big enough that it's going to show up. So we're going to have to segue for a second, and we're going to pull back out a little bit of gray, and we're going to re-gray that divider. I mean, that's eating so much real estate for our blend here. It's disgusting. Completely unnecessary. It's the kind of detail that I probably could have gone in and taken out myself. I'm only just now looking at the paint job. It looks 2D. That's awesome. I got my dues. I was up way too late last evening. I'm reaping those rewards this evening. Yes, have a good sleep, good sir. All right. See if we can't save our project here. So we're going to go back into our red, and we're going to put some on, and we're going to feather it up into that dark color. And while it's still wet, we're going to pick up our orange, and start putting it on the bottom. I put just a little bit down. I'm going to start to work it in. I should have used some fluid retarder. I really should have used some fluid retarder here. Let's mix in a little more red. Just going to go back and forth with it. Little paint here, little paint there. So it starts to look right. It's such a small amount that's going to dry really quick. So we have to work pretty fast. Basically, we want this orange to come like halfway up from the bottom right corner. And then we let it cure a little bit, and we're going to go back in and put some really strong yellow down. And we're going to feather it out. Try to work it in there. I think we lost some of our red. So we're going to go back in with a little bit of red. And we're going to feather it down into the orange. A little bit of both. There we go. We've got that red to the orange. Now we'll take our phalanx yellow. And we're going to try to trace a little L shape in the bottom corner. And now that it's on there, I see that I need more orange. So we're going to pack in some more orange and feather it out. We're going to go back in with our yellow again and streak a little L shape right out in that corner. And it it's kind of working. I think this would work a lot better if I had more room to actually function here. These panels are way too small for this. Way too small for this. The sculptor had no concern for painting. And that's just sadly what happens with some of these MWO designs. But we're going to make the best of it. This brush already has a stray single bristle. Looks great so far. Yeah, they're coming along. I still really want to clean up the the splitter pattern. But I think at some point I'm probably going to have to just admit defeat and paint on these off stream. And are you telling me this? So this is one of the downsides of working in small amounts of paint like this. It's such a small amount that between touching the paint, wiping it, and coming over to the model, it's already dry on the tip of the brush and won't flow onto the fucking model. There we go. Next. All these panels are too small to do this. All these other panels are just too small. This is absurd. This section is like 2 millimeters across, and there's 3 panels in it. Like, come on, y'all. They don't even make a brush small enough to paint this. This is absurd. What do you expect me to do here? All right, we just have to do it really sloppy like, because it's the best I'm gonna get. We just have to eschew blends and do little dots, because the sculptor who worked on this has obviously never painted a miniature in their life. All right, they look half-ass readable as fiery orange. Half-ass. I mean, good enough. From here, it's gonna look fine. I've been enjoying my wet palette again too today. I just can't keep the paint stains on as small as you do. I smushed the whole thing over just to paint some skin. 4 colors, whole parchment paper filled with lines and bluffs. Oh yeah. Well shit, where's my last one? This one is from the Crater Cobras. This is from working on the Crater Cobras. So it definitely gets blobby. I think these areas are so small because I'm working on really small areas. All right, so continuing with that same trend, I think what we're gonna do here is we'll do that same deal. We're gonna put red down first. We're gonna grab our orange. We're gonna work that orange into the red. And as we stir it, it should bring an orange red up halfway. There we go. We're gonna take orange again, and we wanna fill that whole corner with very strong orange. This fucking brand new brush has one stray bristle. And it is proving to be problematic. Alright, get that orange in the corner. I'm afraid these little windows are just too small for blends. So we'll try to get that little tiny minuscule L in the corner. Fuck yeah.
Give me 10. Okay.
You got it, Mr. Daka Daka. I'm gonna do it knees up.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you for your concern about my physical well-being. Oh, fuck. I'm feeling it like the bottom two abs right above your pubis. Like that's where I'm feeling it. Transitioning from knees down to knees up. But hey, y'all are making me strong. It's just like the ad says, watching Country Fried Minis will make you big. Oh man, the pie, 90 requests, 420. I mean, it'll come quicker than you think it will. All right, so I think we got to do the same thing here. What we'll do is we'll lay down a foundation of red and then just put some dots in of our orange and yellow. And with a little luck and some slick application of the paint, it should read as fiery orange. The same thing here. We'll grab some fresh red, fill in that, dip this down. It's a little too much and I spilled some out, but we'll pivot and save it. And we're going to put just a tiny bit of orange in the corner. And same deal. We'll lay down our foundational red. I wonder if this is going to be the worst cockpit of all of them to paint. No. No, I think the Banshee might have that. It's just going to be dots like this. There we go. Get that orange in there. You just want a tiny little dot of yellow in the corner. I think these windows are too small for the specular reflections even. It's just like, come on now. The difference in a good and a great sculptor comes down to paintability. And I think in this era of computer-generated models, beyond the human capacity, they're beyond the average human capacity to paint. I know there's painters out there who wouldn't struggle with this at all, but damn if it ain't tough. I mean, for that matter, there's no shame if you just do little tiny spots of color for your cockpits. Ain't no shame in that at all. Looks great. What's wrong with the cockpits? They look great. Good night, CFM. I think I'll pop onto your Discord. I might have to change my PFP though, XP. Some folks find it triggering. Yeah, it's possible. We have some simple rules around regarding, you know, public faces around there, but you can change things on an individual basis per server. We strive to make Country Fried Minis safe and inclusive for all. Our rules are simple. Let's do the yellow specular dots. Triggering may be funny. Depends on the context. What is it? We got 3 rules around Country Fried Minis. No bullying, no bigotry, no racism. And the CFM also has the golden rule of no religion or politics. Basically, if it's not acceptable to talk about it at the dinner table, we don't talk about it over there. It's about Battletech. It's about painting minis. And unfortunately, in the current climate we live in, discussions on these matters are never civil. What's wrong with the cockpits? They look great. What's wrong with the cockpits? They're too small. The individual panels have been sculpted too small, is my issue. Like, okay, this thing right here is 3 panels. That could have been 1 panel. This is 3 panels. That could have been 1 panel. And it would look way better on a miniature scale. There's a reason why the old school Games Workshop models are sculpted in their heroic scale. It just, the details may not be like super realistic, but they are, they're paintable. They're readable. There's a whole thing that happens with painting or drawing or art. I think folks can get too focused on realism and forget they're trying to sell an idea to the viewer. I always link it back to tattoo designs. And like, think about a Japanese traditional koi fish. They're very detailed. They're very close to realism, but they're not actually realistically depicted. It's more about selling the idea to your viewer immediately without it being too tedious or confusing. Yeah, these are just, whew. I can't fit these specular highlights in there. And it sucks because it's the specular highlight that makes these look shiny. I apologize that I keep bumping the camera with my headset. I'm just trying to get real close to see what I'm doing here. All right, now that top dot got a little too big, so we're going to come back in with our dark brown red mixture. And I think that does it. That looks like a nice glowy. I don't know how well y'all can see that. I don't really have a great preview here either. But I think that looks like kind of fiery colored. Yeah. It's not as sharpened as the camera renders it. You get a little bit of that distortion, unfortunately, from it being on the camera. Similar in fire performance, make it readable to a non-expert. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, we got one cockpit done. I'm going to explore the process a little more. I'll probably load back in here tomorrow and finish these up. Even though Thursday's usually the day off. I'm gearing up for a whole December of painting every day anyway, so if y'all want to see more work on this, keep an eye out. If you got a little time, pop on through and check in on the progress. Otherwise, I could keep going, but one, I'm worried that y'all are going to give me more push-ups, and I don't think I can handle it this evening. And two, I want to dip on over to the Dicks in the Dark and show them a little support. I really like what they're doing, and I want to see them succeed. So, yeah, let's call it an evening at the. You would, you would right at the end. All right. I'll give you 10 more. I'll give you 10 more, and then I'll wrap up and we'll call it a night. All right, here we go. 10 more. I don't think I got 10 more in me. It's gonna break me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a double 7, helping of gravy. 8, 9, 10. For fuck's sake. That's on me saying anything about it. Whew. All right, so yeah, I think they're coming out all right. We're gonna next session we're gonna work on the cockpits. We're gonna get these done. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and plan on being back at it tomorrow. Don't know 100% if I will, but you know, keep an eye out for the stream. Next session we're painting. We're gonna finish the cuts in the lens jeweling, and I think I'm gonna do just a little bit of cleanup on the splitter pattern because we kind of lost the camo pattern with the dry brushing and the ink washing. I want to bring it back out, and we're gonna get these guys done and out of here. Next set is a Legion of Vega, so mix all the rest of November, and then every day in December we're gonna be streaming. So let's end this year with a blast and paint more minis, and I hope y'all are finding time to paint minis too. As always, thank y'all so much for choosing to spend some time with me this evening. It means the world to me. Your donations make all this possible, so thank you. Thank y'all so much for that. As always, I've been Cameron on behalf of Country Fried Minis. This is the Bullshit Corner 2.0. I want y'all to remember to be happy while you're painting, and of course to remember that your participation in this community and these streams makes me happy while I'm painting. Thank you so much. None of this will be possible without you. And y'all have a fantastic and fabulous evening. Bye-bye.
I am the cream of the crop, and there is no one that does it better